Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Command World War I. And we only had a couple of entrenchments left in the previous episode, so we're pretty much ready. Let's reinforce you back to 10. I think not really anything I can do besides. Okay, get to entrench you. I think I already attacked with these guys, but not you naturally. Next turn I can probably cut off those guys. Yeah, sure. Russian morale falls due to the loss of Warsaw, while Germany celebrates it. To increase our strength in the Mediterranean, we could send a U-boat section via barge and rail to Pola in the Adriatic, for where it can use Austro-Hungarian bases to strike at enemy shipping. Sending the U-boat section to Pola will cost 50 MPPs, and will deploy there in June. Or we could deploy this U-boat in the Baltic in late April. Would you like to send it to serve in the Adriatic or the Baltic? Notes: much enemy trade passes through the Mediterranean, and it would make a good target for U-boat attacks, especially given that the Austro-Hungarian Navy lacks the strength to strike at these trade routes with maximum effect. Saying yes to this could not only lead to us hitting enemy income, but it would also divert enemy naval resources away from the Atlantic. Sure. Norway complains. Deserters from the Ottoman army attack Ottoman outposts in Mesopotamia. That's nice. Real kind of them. So it's raining again, which is good. Obviously not hoping for an engagement. I need to consolidate and repair my troops after the surprise attack on the Royal Navy. Got 2 dreadnoughts, so it seems like they're out for revenge. They're definitely out for revenge. So the Royal Navy is pretty much just prowling the North Sea continuously to prevent the Hoogzeeflotte from getting all the way out there, which kind of makes sense, but does mean that they make juicy targets sometimes. At least I'm trying. Okay. That one is stuck, so it's not gonna get a whole lot. I'll get these guys out of there because they're almost looking to reopen that pocket. Just not good. British are just repairing, so that's not a big deal. And that's a turn. Secret talks with Italian diplomats take place in London, swings them towards the entente. And with their nationalists calling for them to enter the war as well. They'll probably join pretty soon. Naval blockade, bread rationing begins in Germany. Pancho Villa is defeated at the Battle of Celaya in Mexico. Okay. It's very hard to see what... Yeah, it storms, it's raining. Okay. Let's deploy you in Metz. Let's start out somewhere else, though. Over here. We're doing reasonable in supply, but I need to get rid of the unit at Haifa. I prefer not to send these corps, but if I need to, I guess I need to. I don't. Great. Let's take it. And partisans out here. And I think down Amman. So Jerusalem gives 6 supply. And any units which are attached should also have supply of 6. But let's move these guys here for now, and these in El Rish. So I can potentially strike 4 times at either Suez or Port Said, but we'll see. I mean, for now, I think we're looking okay. At least defensively. We'll see whether we can go into the offensive. Let's entrench while we wait for reinforcements. He also dug in, right? Yeah. Good. Situation here is definitely gonna be tricky. One good thing is, though, these guys can move in here. I will reinforce you. And then, hopefully, with them being on the supply hex, things might look a bit more favorable, or at least on this side. But I got them through. And I guess that's what counts. Gonna move these to trap zone for now. I'd also be afraid of an enemy naval landing. So this is basically what we're gonna have to deal with for now. Yeah, these attacks are also not good, so we're definitely on the defensive over here. Which is fine, since we're doing a bit better on other fronts. That's surprisingly positive, but these guys have no morale left. So... might be able to get rid of them if I switch them up. Good. Take back the city then. Yeah, let's actually do it like this still. So... Actually, still fine with trying to move through. Almost got him. So, hopefully, I'll take him down on the next turn. We'll see. I think they don't have too many points left for an offensive, so hopefully I'll be able to and they will not go crazy on this guy. What I will do... I didn't even need to do that, I think. Well, maybe I did. Sure, let's actually do this. And then these in here, destroy them. And not move back, but you in here. They'd be unlikely to get all the way to Sombor, and even if they do, they'll get cut off. Really? You can't attach them for some reason? Did they move? They haven't. But they're not part of these. It's odd. Okay. Well, let's reinforce these guys for now. So we got another enemy unit down here. Weakens the Russian strength. Destroy the cavalry. Make sure there's no breakout. I'm a bit less concerned with the enemies inside the pocket. There are plenty of units here that do need to get repaired though. But with this pocket under control, I want to send the Austro-Hungarians back and start launching an assault on Lemberg and the oil fields again. So that hopefully we'll be able to take those. My rolls have not been super favorable here, but I can still manage because the enemy is weak. So that's good. Take Lutz and attack the HQ. And I still need to be a bit strategic about this, so... Down to one. Pull you back. Ah, you can't reach that. Ah. There are actually very little units that can go in there. This is also 1-1. Wonder why. Not even these guys, but it's... It shouldn't be that bad. Well, there goes another HQ. Sure, I guess we'll do it with this. Not actually super pleased with that. But they still cannot go in there. Let's move you out and get this in there. It doesn't need to attack right now, but at least this is a bit stronger and it can still entrench. Let's do that from the south, because these units might potentially attack. Although it will be unlikely, seeing as how their supply is going to dwindle even more. I'll be putting these guys in here to at least, well, it might be bad either way. We'll see though. So my supplies there, just simply not too good. Which is understandable, because these guys can't get into Warsaw. There's no real protection for the HQ. Which does mean well, first of all, kind of need to start pushing towards this area now. Let's reinforce you. And see if I can start getting an attack going. And they're probably fine. So I want to at least start an offensive to retake Tilsit. And yeah, I think you're okay moving in here, because then I can at least get them close to Warsaw, which is giving good supply. And that way, yeah, also start reducing the pocket, etc. Okay, they're damaged enough that I can keep moving. Even from Lutz. You're staying a bit to the back though. Okay. I should be able to almost completely clear that out on the next turn. So we're looking good, I think. And if they keep the cavalry in there, which is unlikely though, but we'll see. We can also take back Tilsit and Mimmel. Which means that only Gumbinen will be left of East Prussia. Now with the most difficult of the fronts. Let's see. Let's actually try to deal with Verdun first. Really? Come on. Good. That means we can take it. French morale's at 70 right now. But capturing Verdun should really prop up my situation here. It means these units can move freely around here, which is really good. taking tool would be very beneficial too. Let's go for it. It will again take heavy losses, but I think tool is also one of those critical points. It's a stronghold, and it's also another hinge in the enemy's defenses. And now that that's gone too, that frees up my movement in this area a lot. I can really go to town on Chalon in this area. That's very, very good. This has been holding me back for quite some time. Ooh. Very nice. Seems like the gods of war favor me. Okay. With this flank here, they're not very likely to be able to take that. Now these guys will be aggressive, so I do want to switch them up and entrench these guys here, so that these guys also might be safe. They will have a tough time getting units in, out, I think, and it's still a city, so that should be defendable. Move the cavalry down so they might expose the enemy's flanks. Canadian Corps is also a new unit. I'm tired of all these free units. Quite done. Can't reinforce any of these. Oh. I thought these attacks were a bit better, but suddenly they're like 2-0. Well, these guys should be beaten too. Pull you back. Then great. That was definitely what I was looking for. Bad rolls. Let's keep going though. In a way that that sucks, but how confident am I feeling attacking here? If I destroy them, what are the odds of the enemy striking back? They do have 2 corps out there. I do have backup artillery. Let's just gamble. Okay, they're at 9. I'll just move these guys in here, and if the enemy wants to move another unit into this hex, they can be my guest. I don't mind that at all, because they'll get destroyed. Rest of these will be repairing. Let's get you to the max. Can I? No, there's no way to reinforce those. As surprising as it is, I can't do any upgrades. Okay, I'll go for the Navy. which seems a bit off, but I'll take it. Let's make sure these guys go back a little bit once more. The enemy is a bit aggressive here, and with bad weather, I'm just not feeling too safe. I put the most damaged units in the back, unless it's a destroyer. With the slightly more powerful units around it, then the destroyers will be put on critical places. Oh. I mean, it might look like all my effort was for nothing, but it definitely wasn't. And depending on how the enemy reacts here, we might still be able to take down an enemy unit or two if the weather clears up. At any rate, it's time for some research for the Germans. Trench warfare again. The Austro-Hungarians will... Actually, I can purchase a... Let's purchase a mountain core. Huh. Well, that's actually very nice. Now for the Ottomans, I can actually invest even more in trench warfare. Go. Yeah, let's put a 4th chit in there. 82 left. Might actually save it. What does command and control do? By 1 per level, the number of units their HQs can command, their HQ's command range, and the command rating. I see, okay. Let's save those 80 points. And Italians probably gonna join next turn. But then at least for 1 turn they'll be kinda stunned. But I think we'll still be better off getting our navy into the port, because it's too dangerous to have them out. Except for the submarines, they're gonna be there to hunt out whatever enemy units there might be. And I definitely want to block the supplies to Serbia for now, because we're doing well there for a change, so you definitely don't get that every day. French morale falls due to the loss of Verdun. And we celebrate the capture of Verdun. Blockades. Ottoman Empire develops industrial technology level 1. Great. Now at 200 MPP a turn. So you should be getting that back up there to get 3 chits in there. Okay. There's a cruiser. Italians did not yet join. They're putting in a unit in Tilsit. Not surprising at all. Okay. They're moving around a bunch of units. Huh. Back to 10, huh? Well, Like I said, the units in the pocket are negligible. No, don't move there. So another 2 destroyers, so they still have quite a lot of those. Another light cruiser. Look, we'll keep taking him down. They keep trying to find holes, but they keep not finding them. Sure. Yeah, that will be your demise. Please give me good weather. At least at sea. Please. It will allow me to deal a critical blow to the AI. They have Zeppelins there. Didn't think it would be possible. Start getting bombers. Okay. Don't know how effective that defensive artillery is, but it seems to do its job there. Ow. Ow. Surely they can no longer get a unit in there. They've abandoned their entire line so far. Yeah, get the Anzacs in there. Perfect. That's just a death trap. No, cavalry and memo. And they're shipping units here. The best situation for me would be the Russians getting units from the Caucasus over to this territory. Because I can't defeat them in the Caucasus, but I can defeat them in the open. That's really what I'm gunning for. They're done. They're purchasing. They were able to once again get a solid front line there, though. Gotta give it to them. That's pretty impressive. Didn't think they'd had it fit in them. Netherlands Entente 24%. Wow. Let's see. Italy 83% now. Netherlands. Where are you? 1 for the Germans. Okay, sure, fine. That's all fine. You got all of these guys, which does help with supply. You get to entrench. I actually think I might be better off actually doing that now, because that will allow me to reinforce these guys to 10. And with all of these guys actually under its command, that does mean that guys like this might eventually be able to do something. And I'm expecting a pretty big attack on the next turn, but at least these guys are here as a good HQ in the right place after coming from Moose. Just terrible. Whoosh. Let's move you into Erzurum, because they can repair to 10 there as well. Yeah, so they're not the greatest supply. You're at 5, of course. These guys are still far away. But these guys can get up here. So it does mean I can move these a bit ahead. Let's take some territory. Because why not? I won't be able to attack these airships properly, or anything, until the HQ gets there. But it will get there. Okay. Let's take care of partisans. Means these guys are free to move. But which one to attack? Port Said or down at Suez? Let's try Suez. Bad one for now. Also draws out enemy artillery fire at least. Ugh. Come on. Alright. That went terrible, but maybe I'll get them at some point. Not now though. This front. Surprised they got that far, but... Please, game. I'm just looking to get some decent results. Good. Then they still got hit. Obviously, they still had that there. Let's surround these guys and hope their supply will be a bit worse. Probably won't. Boom. Excellent. That should also really help. Getting these guys. To be fair, I actually think they'll be fine there. I don't know how good they're going to be on their supply, but these guys also will be able to take the Bohr mine next turn. Get you back to 10. Let's at least keep a solid line here. You here as a backup as well. Okay, not too bad actually. Not attacking, of course, here, but wonder how their supply will be doing. Shouldn't be too bad. That's down. Let's go for Kutno. And that's down. Let's move on Mackinson's HQ a bit closer. I'll try to take down all the other units except for the ones at the actual fortresses, because they're going to be more difficult to beat and require a bit more tactics, I suppose. Because currently they're just a bit too tough to crack still. And I do need a pretty big effort to finish them off. They're not a threat by themselves, but the forts need to be taken, so... These guys are sweeping just fine. So, how about this attack now? Alright, let's start going for it. To retake Tilsit. I'll push them back into Tilsit if I can. Yes, great. Alright, with that, let's go in there. Mabel will hopefully be next. So that's working. And let's no, if they aren't at good strength, I might just as well not do it. Well, you do need to repair, so... Okay. I wanted to attack further, but if the attack at Bialystok is not good enough, then I'm not. So, let's halt that. Let's keep one corps here, and... let's take those. Then for you... you can't be attached. For whatever reason. But... yeah, so... Okay, there does not seem to be an additional unit there. They both need to be reinforced though, or all three of them need to be reinforced for any upcoming potential offensive. Let's just get all of those guys though. No need to attack yet. You'll entrench over here. And I'll reinforce these guys for the upcoming offensive as well. So we've positioned ourselves nicely with the Austro-Hungarians to start... repair all these guys and should be ready for an attack on Lemberg. Potentially on the next turn, at least some of the outlying units, and maybe take it in 2 turns. Something like that. We should be able to clear out this area by the end of the year at the very least. And with the Germans already pushing towards the forts, etc. as well, we're doing pretty well there, I think. Although the Italians are joining, which will be a potential problem. We'll see. Maybe I can get some units out from here and send them over there. We'll see. Either way, is it good weather here finally? Yes, okay. Yeah, let's continue for a little bit then. Moving you back allows me to immediately put a dreadnought in here. Go after the light cruiser. Huh. Another light cruiser. Okay, well, this is a bit too much, but let's get you in here for repairs. So I did have another dreadnought. 10. Sure, it's fine. So another light cruiser down. Once again, no major ships, but still pleased to get rid of these. And nothing there, okay. Should clear the way for these pre-dreadnoughts to wrap things up. And getting 3 light cruisers is probably as good as we're gonna get. So I'll reorganize here. Get my guys back. Oh, wow. Okay, so I will have to take down the destroyer too. Let's set you to recon and bomb. Huh. Okay, that doesn't help too much. Yeah, let's get the Moltke. There we go. That's another British ship down. Let's get you out. Submarine in. You go here. Should be good enough, but let's get the destroyer out here just in case. Another submarine should be going here, so we got this area pretty much covered. Then by putting the last destroyer here, I think we're good. Although we do have this submarine as well. Put it out here. Yeah, like I said, I definitely need extended repairs here. Units at 9 are practically fine, but yeah, definitely need to wait again for a bit until those guys are also repaired. Still, 3 guys this turn, not bad against the Royal Navy once more. Either way, we've been able to push the enemy down to the Dijon defensive line here. Let's just call it something like that. So I think we can push a little bit further this time and get rid of a couple of enemy units again, like the Anzacs, etc. That will ultimately get us closer to Paris, but not quite yet. Either way, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you all next time. Bye-bye.